Hi everybody, we're speaking with Mr. Andrew Donlon from Ireland, from talent.ie. Mr. Andrew, welcome to Moldova.
Thank you, Daniel.
I was wondering if you could share with us a little bit about your experience working with ARA over the past 4 years. How was this collaboration, and what would you say makes Moldova an attractive market for recruitment?
Very good, yes. Well, we've been working with the ARA for the past 3.5, 4 years, bringing Moldovan workers to Ireland for work, mainly within the meat processing industry, skilled, semi-skilled and unskilled workers. So far to date we've taken, I think, well over 300 staff from Moldova for work in Ireland. Most of them have been very, very good, have worked out. We find they are skilled, they're reliable, they're honest, they're hard workers, and our employers who we work with for the past 10 or 11 years have been very impressed and very happy with Moldovan workers that have come to Ireland.
Thank you very much for that answer. We all very much appreciate our collaboration as well. I was wondering if you could tell us a little bit more about what opportunities exist for Moldovan workers in Ireland, and maybe talk a little bit more about what skills are most in demand right now.
Okay, Daniel, I suppose what we are looking for mainly within the food processing, meat processing sector is where there's a skills shortage. So that's what I need to try and communicate. That's what we're looking for.
Right. And maybe talk about, like, what skills do you think are most in demand right now?
Yeah, what's mostly in demand? Generally, ideally would be people who have experience of processing beef, pork or lamb with a knife. So what known as boners, trimmers, general operatives who can work in the packing area, in the cleaning area of the factory, and then different production jobs on the line. But all the skills, people can be trained.
Right.
If they're willing to come over and spend time getting trained, the factory will train them up to the level that is required. So if you have a semi-skilled person who wants to become a skilled person using the knife, the factory will train them up. If we have a skilled person who's used to using a knife for boning beef, pork or lamb, they will slot straight in to the production line. But the other guys will be on a training regime until they get to the required skills. Okay,
that's great. So you help them kind of get to the level that you guys need.
Yes, absolutely. And then in addition, the employers will pay them a performance bonus based on their skills, their quality of their work, their production goals, and also an attendance bonus.
Could you tell us what types of opportunities your company is currently looking for? Work in food processing, metal production, etc.?
Yes, yeah. Daniel, at the moment we have a requirement for staff to work in various industries, mainly within the food processing, so that would be beef, pork, lamb processing. So they would be working on a production line, processing beef cuts, pork cuts, lamb cuts. So you would have skilled guys who are able to use a knife to fillet or cut the meat into a certain size for the final customer. Part of that work would involve people working in packing, in trimming, driving forklift for warehouse work, and then cleaning down of the factory production unit at night as well. There's work for night cleaners. In addition, we have opportunities for people to work on farms in Ireland, pig, pork rearing farms. So you would have a farm that could have possibly 5,000 breeding sows. So you'd be looking after everything from feeding, cutting their teeth, clipping their tails, which is a daily chore for all the pigs that has to be done, injecting antibiotics, working with the vet on site to administer antibiotics, see if there's any animal that's sick that needs attention, and then bringing those animals through the whole production cycle as far as slaughter.
Okay.
So they're busy roles. All the roles are rural, so you're based out in the country as opposed to in a city, on the farms, and the factory, food processing factory jobs generally are in large towns, on the outskirts of the town, so they're more urban. In addition, with the construction sector or the engineering sector, we would be looking to take over metal fabricators, so people who can do welding, MIG, TIG or stick arc welding, fabricating metal, so you would get a detailed drawing from the engineering office and the metal has to be cut within a certain spec.
Right.
So those roles are available as well.
Okay. Could you tell us a little bit more about what has been your experience with ARA so far, and how do you feel the Moldovan market is ready in terms of providing the type of recruiting that the Irish market needs in terms of personnel?
Yes, well Daniel, I suppose over the past 4 years we've had very good collaboration with the ARA in terms of identifying staff. So we will sit down with yourselves, discuss the job opportunities we have, and then the ARA goes out to their offices. Candidates get presented to us for interview. We will either fly over and spend a week in Moldova interviewing candidates, or daily through Skype interviews. We found the Moldovan workers are very good, very reliable. They like to learn. They want to come to Ireland to improve their life back home and send back money to their family. There's good opportunities in Ireland. We find if the workers come over with a good work ethic, are honest and are reliable and are open to learning new things and adopting a new culture while they're in Ireland, and also getting involved in the local community, that they are quite happy, and a large percentage of them eventually will bring over their families and settle in Ireland and make Ireland their home for the foreseeable future. So we've had a very good relationship with the ARA over the past number of years, and we would hope to continue. We find the workers are good, they're what we require, and
good attitude,
good workers, good work ethic. They're honest, they're reliable, and they're hard workers, and they want to earn money to send home.
That's great.
So when all those are working well, you have a happy worker, you have a happy employer, and everybody's happy.
Yeah, and the work gets done on time.
And work gets done on time and no issues.
How do you see the partnership between your company and ARA growing into 2025? What types of opportunities do you anticipate there would be for the Moldovan market in terms of recruiting in the future?
Yeah, well, I would hope that our relationship would continue. We've had a very successful relationship for the past number of years, and we would hope that would grow into 2025. I see we have more opportunities for different types of workers from Moldova to come to Ireland, and we can build on what we've delivered over the last number of years. Certainly at the moment Ireland is at full employment, so there are a lot of roles that need to be filled, and the only way of getting those roles filled is to bring European workers to Ireland to fulfill those roles. Certainly in industries, as I say, the food processing, the agricultural side of things, engineering, retail will be growing next year, and also the likes of car mechanics, truck drivers. There's a vast array of roles that are available that we will hope to explore into 2025, and hopefully we can get good workers from Moldova.
Yeah, that's important, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely, yeah. Okay. We've had good success so far, so I've no doubt it'll continue into next year.
And finally, I wanted to ask you, what advice would you give to Moldovan candidates who are considering a move to Ireland for employment? Like, what is the lifestyle that they can expect? What kind of changes? What kind of work conditions and their work environment in general?
Yes, absolutely. Well, I would say any Moldovan that's looking to come to Ireland for work, I would say come with an open mind, come with the attitude that you want to work, you want to learn, you want to grow and develop, and you want to fit into the Irish culture. In Ireland, one thing that's a drawback for anybody coming to Ireland is our weather. It generally is cold and wet this time of the year. We get a short window for summer, but the work opportunities and the work environment in Ireland is very, very good. Employers look after their workers. We have good rates of pay. Accommodation is fine. There's good accommodation, and the employers will help workers to get settled in by helping them with their accommodation, by getting set up with their bank account, with their social security registration.
Right.
I would say to any worker coming over to Ireland, it takes approximately 10 to 12 weeks for the worker to get settled.
Right.
So there's a little bit of upheaval. It's a new venture for them. They probably have never been in Ireland before. They don't know what it's like. Some might not speak the language.
Right.
So they can find it quite daunting. But I would say with the help of ourselves, with the help of the ARA, and with the help of other Moldovan workers in Ireland, we will try and make the transition seamless and get you settled into Ireland, and you can live and prosper and have a good life and earn money.
Thank you very much, Mr. Donlon.
Thank you,
It's
Daniel.
been a pleasure.
Delighted to be here.
Okay, thank you very much. Have a good day.